Anthony Slater here inside the Amway Center in Orlando after a pretty stunning game tonight, a thriller. 139-136, the Thunder beat the Magic in double overtime. Kind of a surprise that the Magic were in this game, but really the Magic should have won this game. They were up the entire night, up 18 to start the fourth quarter. The Thunder defense looked pretty sluggish the entire night. But then Westbrook and Durant kind of just exploded in the fourth quarter. The defense got better, and OKC as a team scored 42 fourth quarter points, which is a franchise record in the Oklahoma City era. Both superstars go over 40 points. That's the third time they've done it in their career. Nobody else in NBA history, no teammates have ever both gone over 40 in more than one game. Some wild shots. You had a Durant 3 with 13 seconds left, then an Oladipo 3 with 3 seconds left, then a Westbrook banked in 3 to tie it. Then an Oladipo 3 in double overtime, or in the first overtime to tie it. But the Thunder came out on top eventually in the second overtime. After the game, Billy Donovan, Russell Westbrook, and Kevin Durant addressed what was really a wild night for this now 2-0 Thunder team. Here they are.
Oh, it was a crazy game, and give Orlando a lot of credit. I thought their team played exceptionally well, and really, I thought for most of the game, they were in control. I thought we had a hard time defensively with their speed in the first half. We got beat off the dribble, had an enormous amount of paint points. I thought in the second half we were able to get some stops. I think we cut it to 6 pretty quickly. They came back and responded, got back up to about 14, and I thought our defense was much better in the second half. I thought what happened was we got a little bit impatient offensively, and we were trying to get it all back too quickly. And then I give DJ and Dion a lot of credit, because we just tried to maybe get a little bit more quickness on the floor to match up with them defensively. And then obviously we gave ourselves a chance. And certainly, Russell's shot. Oladipo made 2 really tough ones. You got to give him credit, but our guys kept battling and fighting and hanging in there, and we found a way to pull it out.
It seemed like Russell made a concerted effort to get north-south to the rim throughout the second half. Why was that such a factor?
Well, I think what happened was when we ended up going small and we moved Kevin to the power forward spot, we were able to space the floor. So in reality, there wasn't another big guy in close around the basket, and he had a lot more room. And I don't think they wanted to pull off of Kevin or DJ and some of these other guys. And actually, we got a couple of threes we didn't knock down. Even in the first overtime, we had like 3 possessions where we got pretty good shots hanging around the rim. We just probably couldn't get some of them to go down. Fatigue may have been a factor. Some of those guys played a lot of minutes. And then obviously the shot out of the corner I thought was highly contested, and it was good defense, and give him credit, it was a great shot.
91 combined by Russell and Kevin. Have you ever seen something like that?
Well, again, I think one of the things that was good was that, I didn't think they took very many bad shots. Russell had some tough drives where I think he was trying to get contact and get fouled, but, those 2 guys played really, really well, and I think it's a great opportunity for us to go back and really look at film and learn from it. One was, I think, the energy that Orlando came out and played with, coming off a home loss against Washington. You knew they were going to come back on first 2 games here at home and play hard and play well. And we were kind of up and down. We were okay, and we didn't match their energy. And then I thought when we played a little bit small, that seemed to be a little bit more helpful. But I think, like I said, we're still a work in progress. We need to keep getting better and improving. And the biggest thing I'm looking for is how we're playing. Is that sustainable? You know what I mean? It's going to be hard for Kevin and Russell to do that night in and night out. And that's, I think, can we get into a situation where we really are getting contributions on any given night from different guys, because they may have some off nights where we need someone else to step up and play well too.
But it's nice when they have a night like this. Right?
Yeah, it's pretty impressive what they do, both of them. And I give them credit because, Russell was 2 for 11 in the first half. So he had a little bit of a tough first half in terms of shooting percentage and, got to the rim, but he certainly made a lot of plays and finished a lot around the rim and had some key baskets for us. And I thought Kevin's 3 to tie the game, to send it to overtime was big, and then obviously, the shot he threw in from half court banked it in was pretty good too. I guess Oladipo's 2 going in probably was fitting.
It sounds like you lost your voice a little bit out there. Is that just a result of yelling all night?
Well, it got loud in there and just trying to get play calls and get those guys on the same page and communicate as well as I could. Russell did I think a great job, calling the game and play calling. But when I can help him with different things and help him with different alignments, I think that's that's good for him.
136 points for Orlando. I think about 70 or 80 in the first half. What's been the defensive issues, and does it go beyond just tonight?
Well, no, I think we've been pretty good defensively. I think one of the things that happened is I thought their speed got ahead of us, and we were constantly closing out late, step late, and I think really what ended up happening was we got driven a lot in the first half. They drove the ball against us. It wasn't so much pick and rolls or specific screening actions. The floor started to move, and we got behind the play, and they took off and drove it, and we were always a little bit late, responding.
You'll always remember win number 1 for the NBA. What about win number 2 here in Orlando?
Yeah, obviously this one was an interesting one, and and again I give our guys a lot of credit because they battled and fought to get back in the game, and I also applaud the guys over there in Orlando because those guys played, I thought, very, very well.
We played hard on defensive end. We was too relaxed the first 3 quarters and some of that fourth, but in the late fourth quarter, coach switched the lineup up, and we went small with DJ, Dion, myself, Ennis, and Russ, and we was able to spread them out and get whatever we wanted. And he caught some great plays late in the game for us to get some buckets. And we got to be that to Orlando, man. They put pressure up on us all night. They hit huge shots all night. They got a great young team, man. They showed us tonight, why they're going to be a playoff team in the future.
Can you describe the emotions when you hit big 3, Oladipo hits a big 3, and then Russell hits a big 3?
Oh man, it was fun. It was fun. It was great to be back out there in the atmosphere again. Coach trusted me to tie the game up, and I was able to hit that shot. And Oladipo made a huge shot for his team, and then Russell was just superhuman. And once we got into overtime, we felt good about our chances. And I know they were a little stunned. They had the same type of game last game, but for us to come in here and being down 17 in the fourth, I think 15 in the fourth, 18 in the fourth, to be down 18 in the fourth and come back and win a basketball game, that shows a lot of guts on our end.
You mentioned this being good for you to play 54 minutes on the foot. How about just for the team overall to play a game like this and pull it off?
Second game of the year for you to play a game like that after an emotional first game against the Spurs. It's been a crazy, start season for us, and we just want to keep building it. Everybody was just energetic from the guys on the bench to the guys in the game. We just kept fighting. And that's what you're supposed to do when you have a tough night. Just keep fighting, and we're able to get better.
KD, third time you and Russell have gone for 40 apiece or more in a game. It's 3 times, multiple times you guys have done that, which is an NBA record. Talk about that for a second.
Yeah, you didn't know that until I told you.
I told you.
I was joking. No, man, it shows sometimes you gotta let your big dogs be big dogs, man. And Russell carried us. He carried us in those overtimes. And we gave him the ball and let him make decisions. He made great decisions for us and scored. And when I got the ball, I tried to be aggressive. And sometimes you don't have nights like that, but it's better to have guys like that on your team. And we just try to come through for the group and make huge plays. They needed us tonight, and we was able to come through.
Obviously, you can see creates problems for teams, and tonight was one of those nights.
Talk about that shot you hit, the bank shot you hit there to send it overtime.
Oh, difficult shot. I would tell you I practice those shots every day, but I don't. But I was lucky it went in, happy it went in, and we were able to close the game out.
Can you speak to that push Orlando gave you tonight? I mean, they sort of grinded it out against
They
you.
definitely did. 2 tough losses for them at home. Good team. But, we just came in and we stuck to it. I think we did a great job of fighting through adversity the first time tonight. We had an opportunity to kind of break, and we didn't break. And it showed in the fourth quarter.
Russ, that spurt in the fourth quarter, 42-24 spurt, just looked like you just put everybody on your back.
Just not breaking, man. My job as a point guard is kind of read the game and see what works and see how I can impact the game and help us win. And I just try to stay in attack mode all night. Misses and makes, it doesn't matter for me, man. My job is to stay in attack mode, find guys, and try to help us win the game.